name is Cam, and I'm here to bring you guys a very decisive match between TD Whisper and ET New Moon. Now, I'm just waiting a few confirmations so I can actually put on the screen because I didn't see any information regarding site selection, so that's gonna take a little while. So we're gonna have like this blank logos here for now, but shortly we'll have everything solved as the teams are getting into the lobby. Now, this is an important match. Actually, this is a very important week because ouch, because here's the situation. In first place, we got Lit Club Astronomy sitting at a 5-0 record match score. We have Imperial Gaming in second place with a 4-1 record match score. Um, Third place, Dynasty Jade with a 3-2 record. And then we have a three-way tie in for fourth place. We have Dynasty Pearl, Conduit Esports Coalition, and ET Newman with all with a 2-3 match score. Dynasty Pearl has a game score of 6-6, so differential 0. Conduit has a 5-6 game score, so -1 on game differential. And New Moon has a 5-7 game score, so -2 differential. Seventh place is TD Whisper with a 1-4 record with a 2-8 game score. And eighth place is Bromzodia with an 0-5 match score. Now, Lit Club Astronomy has clinched playoffs. They have clinched at least top three. We'll see how that ends today, as they could potentially. They're facing Imperial Gaming, so if they win, they will clinch top one as well. Most likely, the only battle here for playoffs will be between Dynasty Jade, Pearl Conduit, and New Moon. And obviously, if the Whisper wins, they will have a chance depending how Jade plays against Conduit. There might be actually no, for TD Whisper there's no chance because Jade is facing Coalition. Whoever wins will reach. If Conduit wins, they get three. They reach 3 wins. I think it's TDW can definitely get to 3 wins if they win the next two, but it's just gonna be difficult since they have such a negative differential of -6. So New Moon has a chance of making all the way to third place. They do need to take a win here. Obviously, they will need to depend how the other matches are it's gonna be. So Dynasty Jade. So the matches for this today is Lit Club Astronomy versus Imperial Gaming, Dynasty Jade versus Condor Coalition, Dynasty Pearl versus Bronzodia, and TD Whisper versus ET New Moon. So it looks like TD Whisper has confirmed here side selection. So they are going for the red side. So we're going to be updating here shortly this stream and the screen here. Ouch. With ET New Moon taking the blue side for game number 1. And Whisper taking game number 3. Okay, sweet. So we got a pretty good here. Um, so this is very important because the way playoffs here is gonna work is so we have next week is the last week of regular season. Bronzodia, there is a very small chance Bronzodia still can qualify. They do need to take a win, um, because there are technically a 1 game difference from TD Whisper. So it's not completely eliminated, so they have still a chance of making it out. Now, I'm also going to put here the draft links as it's going to start very soon if they already haven't started. Looks like they just went straight to it. Okay. Um, so the other thing is uh it's a gauntlet format. So top three qualify directly to playoffs. Um, and what happens is top four, or sorry, so four through seventh, they will play a gauntlet format on week eight. I believe it's going to be a best of one. So rank seven starts with rank six. The winner faces rank five, seed fifth. The winner faces rank fourth, and then rank fourth qualifies for playoffs for the semifinals on week nine. Um, that is what how the structure of the playoff. Um, okay, so and yeah, and then on we have rank one facing either rank three or the gauntlet winner. They will be able to choose between. So number one will be able to choose whoever they want to face for semifinals, and rank two will take the other match, and then the winner of that best of five. That's going to be a best of five. The winner goes to the week 10, which is the finals. Um, So yeah, so so the idea is whoever takes that third place will guarantee playoffs. Will have to dodge this best of one situation for the gauntlet, but is just gonna be a very insightful series. So I do expect quite a lot for these teams. For today, I think they're gonna be hungry for the game. Um, so it looks like there are some changes here on the draft. Okay, so it looks like the both teams have waived their bans, as we saw here initially. Both teams would lose. New Moon would lose one ban, and Whisper would lose two. But it looks like they waived the ban, so we're gonna have a full set here. I'm just trying to confirm. All right, sweet. So, for today's match, here is the lineups that we're gonna watch here. From side of on the blue side, New Moon, we got Wheeze in the top lane, the Tax Collector in the jungle, IQ of a Coconut in the mid lane, Downfall as ADC, Fallen X Warrior as support. From the side of TD Whisper, we got Zeal 69 as top lane, Lil Phoenix in the jungle, See the Dark in the mid lane, PF Pepsi in the uh, bottom, and Neo Zarathustra as support. So that these are the lineups for both teams. And okay, oh I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to put the logos here. Give me 1 second. Let me update these logos. Now the question is, do I have? Yes, I do have the logos here. So this is Whisper. Ooh, that's a big one. So we got Whisper here, and we're gonna get New Moon on the left side. Okay, sweet, perfect. So alright, so it looks like the guys are still trying to fix out the. So I apologize for the delay. The guys are still I think guys are still trying to figure out the draft links which one to use. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start here so you guys can participate if you wish with the predictions. So the Whisper, we can start with this one, and we're also gonna start with the contest. And I forgot to do this. So I'm gonna go and do this. So I'm also gonna get the contest so you guys can participate. All right, so it looks like the guys are getting ready, and please do let me know if anyone sees any issue with the stream, if it starts lagging, if it doesn't. Right now, to me, it looks good. We're not losing frames, we're not skipping frames. So for now, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, I can't wait for this series. I am expecting both teams to be pretty aggressive, to say the least. So I definitely think we're gonna see here a really interesting series. High pace. Sure, we have like some east subs on both teams, but more of a high pace. And I'm keeping my eyes here on this top lane with Weez. I think he has been showing a pretty good performances overall, and I think it's going to be an interesting show. I'm trying to define here which ones they're using. Okay, looks like we started. We're gonna go with the one that has no bans. So draft has started. Picks a bans has started. So let's go, guys. Can't wait here. We see the Poppy being the first ban from New Moon. Uh, maybe looking for that first pick J4 as a really strong champion overall in this current patches, in this last few patches with the Chojin and the what's the other one? Gore Drinker. Now we do see the Viego ban and the Azrio. So Viego from TD Whisper and Azrio from New Moon. And lastly, in the second bans here, let me just see if I can get some stats here for you guys. In the meantime, so we see the Malzahar. Interesting choice. I would have not expected Malzahar being targeted for Kokuri in this mid lane. Now the Rel, another good what's it called? Dude, I keep forgetting things. Um, Rel, it's a good flex between support and the jungle. She can definitely do a lot of things. So uh, I'm, I'm glad that they banned because I think if you are a good Rel player, if you're a good engaged player, you can definitely uh, play for your laners. The Maokai being removed, also expected. Maokai is a very easy to execute champion, as the Kaisa is the first pick, as Downfall is one of his most comfortable picks uh, in the bottom position. So good choice. As a counter, also good choice on the Ashe. I think she's a problem with the main counters for the Kai'Sa, especially early when you have such a powerful, like, just low to deal with her extra move speed. So pretty good. Here I think she definitely has an advantage in this bottom lane for sure. And the Renata coming in, again another interesting choice. Going for that Renata super early already, like looking for a counter engage situation here, as the trash was selected by New Moon as one of the strongest peaks that Fallen has. So he's really confident with the champion. He had the ability to take on that to choose that matchup, right? So really hyped to see this selection from them from New Moon. Now the J4, as I was a little shocked that J4 did not was not taken by TD Whisper. With the Poppy Man, they did so they were able to cash in on that J4 and the trash as well. So good first three picks for New Moon. In my opinion, I definitely think they have a pretty solid chance of. They start off with a good comp. and now they went with the deer. Maybe it's a comfort pick getting the deer. I definitely think he has the potential to do a lot in the game. Um, he also will have the ability to kite with the Ash and also have the extra health and help from Renata. But let's see how the Ujir is executed. As we see the Mordekaiser and Oriana being removed from New Moon side, Olaf and Camille being removed from TD Highs, trying to narrow down Whis pool a little bit. They go with the Syndra, so they have a good peak scaling potential on TD Whisper. Um, th- it's it's interesting. Like they have a pretty powerful pick. Their team fight, it's okay. They have the counter engage to deal with the J4, the trash. Um, but it doesn't seem like as super easy to execute comp as of now. So we see the Silas coming in a little bold from well, it's definitely a flex, but since you're blinding, it's a really bold coming from a Coconut if he's the one that's taking that Silas because the matchup Syndra versus or actually any matchup that is a range versus Silas is not an easy thing to do. So Silas does take a lot of he is pretty much under pressure for the whole lane phase unless your jungler is playing with you. The fact that they have a J4 does help, but it's not something that again it's easy to play out. You need to be really good mechanically to be able to uh, you need to do you need to be good with the champion to do well in this matchup to be able to dodge the ball the cues from Syndra to be able to dodge her stun her knockback. So interested to see how this is going to be play out. And to finalize the draft, we see the Shen being selected to have some more uh, flexibility in safety for the Kaisa, for the Silas, with the Shen, to have that extra person for team fights. And the counter pick coming from TD Whisper is the Tryndamere. So focusing on that extra, how do you say, like that extra split push potential, and this could be and making this comp way more difficult than originally is, because you don't have a clear. You can do like a 1-4 situation with the cinematic splitting. But the fact that you have the Shen, he can support a lot of that pressure, and also the Silas have the ability to stall out using his Tryndamare's own ultimate. So it's really going to depend again on how it's executed. Obviously, execution matters a lot. Because if this Tryndamere is just like 10-0 super fat, then it's like GG will play go next. He's just gonna win the side against Shen. If they're even, then Shen will have like if it's even or Shen is ahead, Shen will have the advantage. So interesting to see how this is gonna go. Um, because I definitely think there's a lot of both teams want to do different things. Both teams wants to they have a different proposition for this game, and one wants to do like a hard engage, go in and have the team fight, get the team fight. The other team just wants to. It kind of wants like a kite back. Wants to survive it more like survive. You want to pick and you want to survive. You want to be able to deal with the initial engage, survive with your members, with your front line, with the deer, and maybe try to pick someone with Ash Arrow, with the Ash Arrow, or the Cinder Stun, and from there you what's it called? From there you try to survive and let the Tryndamere push on the side. So that's how I see what these two comps are trying to do, right? So the guys are inside the the in-game drafting here. So we are gonna be in a spec, waiting for the spec delay very shortly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in a very short break, and we're gonna go on a very short break, and then when we're back, we're gonna bring the game, and I'll bring some stats for you guys. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. screen.
Welcome to
Game number one
Summoner's Rift.
has started. ET New Moon versus TD Highs. We see New Moon going for a very early invade here in the bottom side.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There will be seen, but let's see if Fallen managed to get someone. Neo is the flash. The cube misses. Cube goes wide. He misses it, and Neo will survive. Um, See the Dark will get some extra gold with that first strike, but surprisingly, Zeo69 doesn't go for the deep vision on the top side.
Minions
I think they should have seen the Shen around there because they definitely saw the J4. So they do use one ward there in the river brush for the bot side. Now we see pings off like going to the blue side, probably coming from Zil. We do have 3 ghosts from the side of TD Whisper, while from the side of New Moon we have 1 TP and Ignite in the top lane. Coconut going for an extremely early trade with the E. He does take a lot of damage just right on that first trade. We have Exhaust in the bottom lane, so it's double Exhaust, but it's a cleans into Ghost. Now Wiz goes in deep with the stun to get some damage, gets a nice early trade. Coco getting super punished here by this Tiger early on. 069 going deep with the Fury up with that extra damage from the crit, takes a big chunk on Weeze, but he needs to be careful. He is level 2, sure, but he is the Ignite has, but it gives so much potential for this Shen. Now Coconut coming into this top side. He lands the E, and the stun comes in the first blood from Coconut. He gets the first blood to even out a little bit what the bottom lane is doing, as we see both junglers now trading a vertical camp from Blue Phoenix going for their Raptors, but now we see the red being, nice hook by Fallen. He misses the flay. Pepsi tries to go in. He trades his own downfall. Downfall tries to kite back, but that's the counter. Now Fallen's it's super low. Tax Collector will take just the red buff. Now he's gonna have a 2v2 in this mid lane. He does use his jump away. Coconut will survive here, but there's a massive CS difference in this mid lane. It's level 2 to level 4. I personally don't think that that run was necessarily okay. I think the Shen would be able to be fine. We have here a battle for the Raptors for the Crab, but Lil Phoenix will take it. Now we see here bottom lane being pushed. Wiz is low. He hasn't reset it. Downfall is able to farm under this turret, so they are in an okay situation. Now Tax Flag goes in, see the dark, but he's gonna be kited. He's gonna get double stun. Coco goes in. He gets some damage. Flash away coming from the J4. Coconut is slow. He gets poked, and Wajir will cash in the crab in the bottom side. So what looked okay for New Moon with the early invade, they should have just traded and taken all those camps as they had the ability to do it. But now you have a massive experience and CS lead in this mid lane, where Sandra is just poking down. Wiz going in. The exhaust comes. The flash, and it's a solo queue for Wiz. He gets the ghost for the ignite for the flash. He gets ignite for flash, and is able to cash in to be ahead. Now we see Lil Phoenix stealing the grubs here. Fallen will try to get it, but the move speed from Phoenix is pretty handy here. But the game is pretty even. It's a 300 to 400 goal lead on these for New Moon at 5 minutes, and this is all because of the gold and CS on Shen. We see that Coconut has pretty much the same gold as the Syndra. They're even at 16 to 1700, but Oh, the hook hits. Volley gets the play as well. They do have a big trade here in the bottom lane. Is able to do a lot of damage on Pepsi. But even that, See the Dark has lost chapters. Silence is here in the bottom lane. He is on a ward. The flash play hits. The flash W in the second charge hits in Coco to get his second kill. Coco, he is definitely giving up a lot on this mid lane, but he is able to cash in. The stun. Oh, interesting. Okay, I did not see how that worked, but even with the stun, the J4 gets his combo to safety. But now, as we see here, the Silas just got his last chapter. He's here on 150 uh, bounty, and he is level 4 versus level 5. So we're talking about actually level 6. So See the Dark is almost 7. Coco is almost 5. So it's just like almost 2 levels difference, and they can definitely abuse a little bit of this level defense here. But Phoenix, oh, Wiz take a turret shot. Phoenix is here. He takes a lot of damage. Wiz, he does have flash. He gets his W in. Oh, he does a lot of damage on the taunt and the solo Q, and flashes away. He's sexy, gets a damage. He's gonna go for a double Q. The Fury reset. Wiz is super low. He gets Zeal. 6ix9ine is able to cash in back. Fallen looking for Pepsi. It hits. Oh, the hook hits. Now the flake coming in, but Doubtful does not get a lot of damage. Doubtful is kited. The exhaust comes, but Doubtful is super low as they go in. Oh, now Zeal is level 6. He's trying to go for this. Now the ultimate comes from Shen. The stun. The ultimate comes in from Zeal, but Zeal is going to die. He was trying to this wave, but the ultimate from Wiz. He gets the 3rd kill. Now he's super strong with the steel caps and Bambi Sinders. Yeah, Bambi Sinders. Now Coco goes in. He gets a nice ultimate, gets the Q. Now the auto. Now See the Dark uses his combo, gets some more damage, but I don't like how TD Whisper did not punish the Silas when he was level 4. Instead, they went for the top lane and gave up that almost double Q for Wiz. Sure, you want to have your street number ahead, but you just lost all the opportunity. Well, not all the opportunity. You still have opportunities to go to the sides, but it's a lot more difficult at level 6, where you can get the ult and try to burst on a possible 2v2. Instead, you could have tried to abuse of that level 6 versus level 4 and literally just won the lane for your mid laner. But it's a good start. New Moon here is able to cash in. They are 1.3k gold ahead. They recently take the Herald. They traded first Drake for Herald. And although the 20 CS in the mid lane, Coco is able to move the map and get his first items in. Now we saw on that when he bursted, when he went all in on the side, he dealt a lot of damage, almost solo killing her. We see Neo in this top lane. He's gonna be seen in this. No, actually no. There's nowhere. I thought that was a ward. It's a red ward. So he's not gonna be seen. But Wiz is sitting on 150 gold bounty as well. Tax collector will be seen by the Ashe. Now we see Shen moving back. Phoenix is around here with Neo. Neo is level 6. He's just making sure he is around. But they are giving up a lot of pressure in this bottom lane now, where they were winning the bottom lane pretty significantly. Now they gave up all that pressure, and Pepsi needs to stay around. We see Tax Collector going for a lane gank. Fallen is 6. Oh, Coco's gonna face check the Little Phoenix. He's going to survive. Oh, the flash comes in. The extra's low. The healing level 6, but he's gonna get the shit down onto Syndra. Now Collector is here. Oh, nice double. Oh, okay. Neo uses the ultimate, gets the downfall, and Fallen lands a nice, beautiful hook. Downfall takes a kill as that Tax Collector. I figured they could. Well, it was a good play. I won't criticize or anything like that, but it was a good play. They cash in. They're gonna use Herald Bot. They're gonna catch more and more gold on this guy. So Wiz is out trading the Trinamere with Bambi Cider. That shutdown on Cider was really important. 0-1 bot dropping at 11, less than 11 minutes. It's actually pretty good for New Moon. They could probably capitalize another gank here since which is the top side. The Ash Arrow hits the Flins, perfect Flins by Downfall. Now Fallen comes in, they go in, Tax Collect is here, they just traded. Definitely it's low, Fallen and Downfall. Papsy, oh, the hook lands on Papsy. The exhaust comes in, and he's gonna go down. The flash, oh no, it's the ultimate flash. Coconut gets a kill on Phoenix with the Shen. Neo's gonna go down. They tried to go for a 2v3 when the turret was gonna, when the turret just dropped, and they still had the J4 around. They did not respect the fact that it was a 3v2, although the low health bars. Now Coco got his third kill on this. Now let's go deep. He hits the stun, the EQ, and then a solo kill for Coconut. His solo Q, See the Dark, gets his fourth Q. He is massively ahead now. He is, well, he's still 200 gold behind the Cinder that just finished the item, but in terms of the other, everyone else from the team, he is pretty ahead, like 900, 800 ahead of the Deer and the Ash, and he's gonna be able to, he's gonna get his first item now, and he's gonna be able to snowball easier, especially with the action stun. Now Tax Collector, he sees Neo, Zero Thirster, he does a lot of damage, but he's going to just fall back. The stun comes from Syndra, tries to get some extra damage. She has the Leandries, but they probably won't fight this Drake in about 20 seconds. I would like to see some rotation as we see the bottom lane for Newman going straight to bot. Wiz is pressuring here, Zil. Blue Phoenix is around. The stun comes in, Wiz goes, but Zil has his ultimate. He is going to go down, and he is shut down, goes to Blue Phoenix. Now Neo getting caught again, trying to ward the bottom side, but they should have known that there's no way they can fight in this bottom lane because they don't have vision. And Neo go down again. It's gonna be a first Drake. It's gonna be a first Drake for New Moon. They have a 3k gold advantage. There is pressure mid and bot, but again, I would like to see now after this Drake some sort of rotation because there is still play to the top and mid. But instead we see Downfall going straight to bot to cash in that wave. Zio is able to catch 5 plates at the end of the day and a full turret. So he's gonna be able to finish his first item, and he could be a potential menace in this game here as he's getting this action goal. We see the clear from Deer on the top side. He's waiting on the bush to catch Coconut. Coconut is level 10 though. He goes in, he misses his root. Now the hook goes wide. The stun from Cider also goes wide. And also the bottom side for Blue Phoenix is pretty much gone. As J4 does steal his camps, he's taking the blue. Coconut sees Neo, goes deep, and he goes down, and Collector just goes to take the kill. Now the Cataclysm and the root come from Everfrost. Coconut goes on a killing spree, catching the kill on this Udyr. Not sure why he was trying to push through that spot. They knew nice knockback by See the Dark, but he's in a really bad situation. Misses the E here, the second chart of the E Coconut, and they fall back. Oh, nice hook by Fallen, nice play. The W comes in. See the exhaust comes. Coconut goes in with the E W. He doesn't land. Downfall goes down. Gets rooted by the ultimate, but the Everfrost saves the silence. Now he flashes away. The flash comes back, and a solo queue for Zio69 on the top lane. As we see the Kraken starting to do work on this top side, and although he's had a really good laning phase, the extra punishment coming from Lil Zenix on being so far away on the lane multiple times also allows 069 to come back. Um, Yumun is giving up a lot of kills. Now we see Coco try to get in. He does not have. He does not. I don't think he had flash, but his side just came out. But Downfall played also a little too aggressive there. The Syndra still had her ultimate. Gat, I don't think it was a shutdown, but gets a kill to stay still. So the Syndra is still relevant in the game. We see the tree number getting relevant. Uh, he's sitting on almost 1,000 gold advantage on the Shen, 6,400. He is just shy, 200 gold shy from the J4, 500 gold shy from the Kai'Sa that is also really strong. Now we see the Herald being taken by Tax Collector and Coconut. They're gonna secure second Herald. Trinity Bear is going top side. Syndra is in the bottom side. They are doing under vision. Doesn't look like the orb or the lenses from Fallen hit that ward in the dry bush. Tiny Whisper trying to get some vision the bottom side or clearing vision, taking pressure on the wave. Downfall looking for potential play here. Collector is around. I don't think they saw Syndra. No, they did see. Somebody saw Syndra as Coconut goes deep, misses his chains. Trinity is pushing. Fallen gets the stun back. The Q goes in and it's a lot of burst damage with that first strike. Now we see Shen resetting and going to face the Trinity Bear on this tier 2 there. He's gonna take tier 2 really fast. The stun comes into Coconut. He forces the flash from See the Dark. Herald charge in the mid lane. Still no. The Herald goes down. The hook hits. Collector gets hit by the Ash Arrow. He does flash away as Mikhail's blessings saves the J4 and his 450 bounty. They are low. Oh, goes into the 3-man Cataclysm. The Herald. Oh, the Gorginger does wonders, but the Whis comes in with his ultimate. Downfall kills Neo. Now it's a 4v1. The ultimate goes wide from the Ash for Coconut. As we see the top lane, the Coconut tries to go in again. They do take the kill on Downfall once again. Downfall going down. Trinity Bear is in the top lane, pushing and pushing. Coconut goes in deep. He gets the slow, hits the E, second charge of the E. He goes in, gets another double kill. But ZGG is going for a tier 3 top to level 12, and he's going to go for the inhibitor. No, he falls back because it says 18 to get that inhibitor. It would actually be not bad. If you want to have someone to confirm a farm, as it would be the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa would be the best to farm that super minion wave to get extra resources. But TD Whisper is playing well with the silent push. They're not losing too much on the map. The 3k gold advantage is still the same. They have Newmoon hasn't been able to extend the lead further and further. They do take the second Drake. They do take mid tier 1. But if we take the 3 to 4 minutes that play that it took to take those two objectives, they did trade two turrets in the top side, including 600 gold extra gold from the tier 2. So this Trinity Bear is definitely relevant. He has 2 items sitting on the Stride Breaker. We see the Sal's going to the bottom lane to face him. It's a 1 level advantage for the ZGG. It's scary for Salas. He is strong. He's going for his second item. Is going to be oh, Downfall goes in. He hits. He goes in. Him doesn't get the kill. And he dodges. And now Fallen gets the kill on See the Dark. See the Dark does go down. The Cataclysm going on Neo. Neo again getting caught again and again. And now Downfall kills Papsy as Whis is here with Lil Phoenix in this top lane. Trinity Bear is trying to get into the back behind Fallen and Downfall. They are thinking that he is behind them, but it looks like he is just gonna fall back. Downfall going deep, getting the kill on this bottom lane, punishing this bottom lane further and further. But yeah, like Downfall. Sorry, no, no. Coconut has the damage to deal with the Tryndamere, but he needs to be careful because Tryndamere also has the damage to pull him, and whoever ults first in that matchup loses. So he needs to be careful of that. Now with TP coming in the Baron, a 20-minute attempt at the Baron, Ash Hawk does see it. The Downfall is finally here to be able to catch this fast. Neo is around, Baron is hit, is confirmed, but Tryndamere is going to be able to catch. Looks like they're going to try to stop back so Tryndamere can go for that tier. Oh, the cat. Oh, Tax Black goes into Neo. Neo gets burst. Now Little Phoenix inside the Cataclysm is going to go down as well. It's a double Q for Downfall. And New Moon is going to push in mid as we see the Tryndamere pushing the bottom side. Almost getting that tier 2 as well in the bottom lane. He's able to cash in another turret, but the question is, can his split push now deal with the Baron push that we see the J4 in the top lane? You're gonna get tier 1 top, you're gonna get tier 2 mid. Can they deal with this? Because now New Moon is able to extend their lead. Before they weren't able to extend the 3k lead, but now they're sitting on a nice 7k lead, and now they're gonna get more and more because they're gonna be pushing these turrets. They still have two tier 2s to take. Fallen, oh, Neo's gonna get caught again. Fallen and Downfall looking for nice hook in the back on Pepsi. Downfall takes the lantern and Pepsi goes down to double kill on Downfall. And this bottom lane is getting super punished by just walking to the jungle and just not giving up. Now we see Weezy is gonna take one turret shot. Zio goes in and just flashes away, and on top side, Coco gets the ultimate from Dark and flashes away. Tier 2 bot goes down. The hook lands Phoenix, but Polly does not take it. Coco gets chunked with the poke coming from Syndra. But they do take tier 2. They do take both tier 2s, and they're going to go reset before they reaching 10k gold advantage. Now the ultimate from Ashe goes wide as the resets are pretty fast with the Baron recall. You're gonna have in a minute what could be a soul point for New Moon. They have the J4 hitting that power spike with Gorging and Shojin. 2 items on Silas with the large rod. 3 items on the Kaisa going for that. That mix of AD and AP with the range blade. We now Tryndamere going straight to the top side, going straight for the inhibitor. He doesn't have a way to try to end, but definitely try to keep pressure on that inhibitor on this top side by taking the inhibitor. The hook doesn't land as as the stun comes from Syndra. Looks like the Salos went back to deal with these Zai. He has the ultimate, he goes in. Now Zai uses his own ultimate. Coco can just kite back. He gets the flash from Zeo, but he uses his flash and he gets the solo Q, trading for the inhibitor. Now the ultimate comes in from Neo. The Phoenix is around. The Berserker hits, but Downfall goes on the backline and goes godlike by killing Syndra. Luke Phoenix is low. He gets knocked up. He's gonna go down. It's a double Q and another hook hits. It's gonna be a triple Q for Kai'Sa. Downfall going crazy on the Kai'Sa on the backline, and beautiful hooks by Fallen here. And Newman could be pressured. No, they don't have Baron buff. I thought they still had a little bit. They won't be able to press for the end, but they can definitely get inhibitors mid and bot. Now the things are not looking good for TD Whisper. It's so point for New Moon. They could be looking for an end actually. Could try to end. They still have they don't have two. No, they only have 2 ultimates here. They do take the inhibitors. They are positioning to a little further. They're gonna keep. There's another big wave coming in mid. They're gonna go for it. The hook lands. The top goes into Zeo. Zeo gets low. He ults. He uses his own ultimate. So that's bursted. They also burst the Neo. Oh no, not. Yeah, no, not use ult. For some reason, I thought it was his ult. Oh no, sorry. Coco took Renata's ult. That's why. Coco took Renata's ult. He ulted back, and that's why he went berserk. I was like, wait, what happened? There's a big wave in the top lane going in. Uh, oh, the J4 gets stunned with the Ash arrow, but he does have. Oh, he does have Murder Trap, but the distance was low, so he was able to survive. It wasn't low. Now he's sitting back. Okay, so he does clear the ward before he resets. We see Silas and Shen dealing with the top wave that has like 2 super minions. You're gonna have Baron in 45 seconds. The bottom lane, do you see the Tryndamere pushing and pushing and pushing? And Ashe in the mid lane taking in. But it's really hard because, again, this comp from To The Whisper is much more difficult. It is much more complicated to pull off. And it's a lot easier for New Moon to just go in as one, especially since they were able to get extra gold early. They were able to accelerate their builds, their power spikes, and the most importantly, they also scale better than TD Whisper. Now we see a Baron play as Wiz and Zio are facing each other in this bottom lane. Zio taking a lot of damage here by Wiz. The Baron is guaranteed. Now we're gonna fight Tax Collector. Tax 2 in the back line. Wiz gets a solo kill in the bottom lane. He used the ultimate downfall. Goes legendary. Coconut solo kills. See the dark, and now the Ashe gonna go down by the Tax Collector. It's going to be game as New Moon gets the win in the side lane, gets the win in the fight on the 4v4, and they didn't even need the Shen's ultimate, but and they're gonna clear the game in under 30 minutes. They're gonna clear actually under 28 minutes. But a good game, a good mid to late game from the side of New Moon. They were able to clean up the fights. They were able to go on. You know, I was a little concerned with To The Whisper not punishing the Silas with these early plays that he was abusing it, and he was just giving up so much. Because See the Dark had the advantage. We see 21k damage, most damage of the game coming from him and pretty much nobody else. But the Tryndamere at a point also stopped being as impactful as he was in the early game. So I think there were a lot of little mistakes here and there, but overall a good game, a game where we saw New Moon going forward, tried to take the win, and they smashed it. So congratulations. We're gonna go on a very short break here so we can get ready to game number 2. I'm sure the guys are already in lobby and playing. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. guys. We are back, and yes, the guys are getting ready for game number two for the draft. So I do have the updated here on the screen. Both teams will be on game. Both teams are going to be on the um, same side as last game. So New Moon will remain on the blue side. TD Whisper will remain on the red side. So it's a good start for New Moon. A good, the victory important starting the series at 1-0, always important. Um, Definitely a little, I would say, a little. How should I put this? I think there were definitely certain risks taken. Obviously, it worked, so the team was able to apply the pressure and get it. I I just think like playing a better team that's able to punish your mistakes would definitely be uh different the outcome of the game. Um, Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit it will be, maybe a little bit it wouldn't. Only watching a different game that we would be able to verify. But I definitely think there are points there where TD Whisper should have punished. They were playing really well in the bottom lane early, putting pressure, allowing the Udyr to do the invades, but that play where they took the full tier one bot, and then Neo and Pepsi came back to the bottom lane, tried to do a 3v2, and they died again. I think that was like critical for the downfall of that bot lane, because after that Neo just got punished over and over again. We started seeing the downfall, getting the extra kills, getting snowballing the game. The J4 also put a lot of pressure in the map, so after that point, all the objectives were in favor of New Moon, and it was they didn't really have a way to fight back, and there was only like a few minutes where they were able to keep like no deaths in a semi fight, like in a skirmish, and while Tryndamere was pushing the top side. But again, after that point, it was just New Moon making plays, New Moon taking kills, taking the vision, punishing, and at a point the Tryndamere was not able to do what he wanted. So little ashamed of what happened. Um, Definitely think that Whisper could have done a bit more, and I can't not emphasize how important that mid lane was, because they had a pretty big lead in the mid lane, regardless if the Sylas is taking the first blood in the top side. Um, that the way like and also taking the second kill in the bottom lane too, because there was such a big gap in experience that you had that window to apply the pressure, and you didn't. You went for the top play, whether you're killing a Shen. You have a Shen that has a taunt, that has the the auto attack block, it has the flash, it has the ignite, so you will definitely want to punish that Silas. He's level 4, you're tiny 6, you get that extra ability on you not only you have the ability, you have the extra ability, the ultimate, you have the um more points on your simple abilities, right? More points on Q versus Sal's W or E, whatever Sal's was taking for first skills. So you have more damage, you have more stats, you have more defenses. I believe his summoners were down too. The flash was down, so there's no way where you let the wave bounce and you don't say, "Well, dear, come mid so we can burst this guy," right? And from that one, you just would snowball that Syndra over and over again. But they did let the Silas do what he wants to do, skirmish, fight. He abused even being, and he started getting the once he hit those power spike, right? when he has like level 6, like level 7, 8, and 9, he starts being more resistant, and he just starts punishing the Syndra, and that's pretty much it. So best of luck for both teams for game two. Picks and bans has started. Let's see how much of a difference we see, how much adaptation we see. We got here the Poppy being banned from the side of New Moon. For now, keeping the same bans as before. I'm also gonna take the time to restart our uh, interaction with the chat. So I'm gonna restart here the contest, the predictions, so you guys can participate if you will. And where is it? Okay, so we see the Relm coming ban here, and the trash. Really respect on the trash. I really like this adaptation coming from TD Whisper. The trash ban is really important. Um, but now the question is are they gonna drop the Malzahar or the Viego? Because I don't see the Maokai being dropped. I think Maokai is a very strong pick to be dropped. I personally would ban the J4 and the Maokai just in case, just because of the amount of things that Newman was able to do. But no, it's the downfalls Kai'Sa that is removed. So they removed the entire bot lane that they played last game. The Azure is confirmed, and now the J4 is being banned. So they keep the Maokai open. I don't see New Moon as with players that play Malzahar and the Viego. Well, I don't know about tax, but Viego is definitely a possibility. But I think it's a lot more difficult to execute the Viego. Now, Sivir being the first pick here for downfall for this bottom lane, they go in deep with this selection. Now, what's Whisper's gonna take? Whisper's showing the Jinx, and they lock in the Jinx with Hyper Carry. Now, what they're gonna pay, now the question is, are they gonna? Well, Maokai is open. They could definitely take the Maokai since it's open. I think it would be a good chance with the Jinx. Yeah, and they go with the Maokai. Is it goes really well. Um, gives them a lot of possibilities for team fight. But the Sylas again being showed really early. They say, "Hey, you got me. You got myself a good ultimate. I'm just gonna take it, and I don't care what you're gonna play. I'm gonna do what I did last game, and not gonna get punished." So that's how I see New Moon with this draft here for game number 2 so far. So let's see. Now the Nautilus. Okay, so they go with the Nautilus uh, to be able to stop this Jinx as well. Like she's not like a champion that has a lot of mobility. Getting that ultimate is gonna be crucial to put CC on top of CC and do further and further more damage, and not allowing her to move. Plus, Nautilus is also a good pick to that you don't really have a way to deal with it because you don't really have um you don't have a really way to stop his knockup since his ultimate is knockup. Now Rumble. Okay, so I really like the Rumble with the Maokai. I did see a few of this picks in the past, like this combo. I really like because it gives you have so much potential, hitting an ultimate that's going to uh, hitting an ultimate that is going to how should I say it get a lot of people, right? If you get a lot of people that's not gonna be rooted for a couple seconds, and then you drop that ultimate from the Rumble, you can do so much. And now here we see the same bands for the top side, the Camille and the Olaf coming in for to the Whisper. On the other side, they do remove the Mordekaiser and the Orn. Now, they are lacking a little bit on the. Well, you do have a hyper skill with the Jinx, but you do like a little bit of the AD. Caesar going for Rumble and Maokai. We do see the Rakan, so they have a really good potential for team fight, which I like what TD Whisper is doing. I also like this Renekton coming in. I think Renekton is a safe blind in the top side. I think it's really hard to punish him. He definitely have counters, but I just think it's hard for you to punish him. And the Tristana coming in, so they're saying my guy Kokunu is gonna be playing the Tristana, and they're gonna send the Sylas in the jungle. So flexing the Sylas, and that's an interesting choice because that also serves well. Actually, I think it's okay. I definitely think they need to be careful for the Sylas because he's the only source of AP with the Nautilus. But I can definitely see the double 80 carry being extremely powerful uh, combo because like it's really hard to deal even if you build like like full armor, like as long as your carries they achieve those three items and they're not like really like they're not far behind, they get the three items, four items, then they're just gonna melt any front line you got. And now the Garen being that last pick, giving the split push potential good like up, and you also keeping some sort of team fight potential like. But now you're just sending, hey, this Rumble that we took, it's gonna go mid, and he's gonna face the Tristana. So I can definitely see the Garen. Well, I could see a potential Garen towards mid, but I just think it's unlikely. But on top of everything, I just think it makes things a little bit more weird for the top side. I think the Renekton has a better chance to do more in this game, but again, I do like both comps. I think both comps. I think TD Whisper comp is a bit better in terms of execution. I think it's a bit easier to do it. Um, but it's definitely not impossible to play how New Moon want to play. So with all of that being said, all that blabberish being said, um, I'm gonna put us on a short break as we're waiting for game number two here. The guys are still in game drafting and all that stuff, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Just an update: Conduit Coalition does take game one versus Jade Dynasty Jade, so they are putting a lot of spiciness at this end of split here in ZGG. So stay tuned. I will try to give you more updates here, but I'll do as I get. So for now, we're gonna go on a short break. When we're back, we can go straight into game number two. So go get some water, get something to eat, because we're gonna be right back. are back for game number 2, and we already see here on the blue side, New Moon is going for that
Welcome to
invade on the top
Summoner's
side
Rift.
as we see TD Whisper looking for 5 point, and
30
Zeal
seconds
does see,
until
oh,
minions spawn.
flash for flash, Tax Collector going in deep with that early flash, taking the flash from Zeal. Now we do see here the movement from the bottom lane, try to get that action, that vision on the bottom side. We do see Pepsi and Cedar are trading. Oh, the Collector goes in, misses the second hit. The Q. Oh, the hook lens from Fallen hits Pepsi. He's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to burst his flash. The the knockup comes in from Neo. Now Fallen is really low. The E hits, the second hit hits from Tax, and Seaver Downfall takes the first blood. A lot here happened in this mid lane here as they were, Pepsi tried to fight, ended up bursting his flash. Downfall on the other hand just used his own uh, ghost instead, and Liu Phoenix pays the price and gonna have a late start in the jungle. He's gonna go leashless, but it's a little bit of a late start for himself. And now Coco here trading with See the Dark. The Oh, a lot of damage coming from that bomb that has been stacked by the Tristana. So again, a good early here. Now it's a level 2 gank. The W hits Kokuda as he jumps away, but he will be safe. As we see potions being used for both laners here, as Luminix goes for that early, very early trade. Now it's gonna be spot on the ward, packing top side the Silas, as bot lane for Team Whisper gets the early prio in the lane. But we do have, oh, the Wiz, he used Flash earlier, and he also TP'd. Maybe, okay, so it looks like he reset it and went for TP on that early trade. Or something like that. So, no summoners on this top side, no summoners on the Jinx and Garen. Zio goes in deep for a trade. He is level 3. Oh, the level 3 on this. Okay, so Whis takes level 3 but doesn't go. Now, oh, Luke is going for the invade. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He has, oh, but Tax Collector goes down. He does not have the cooldowns. Luke Phoenix gets flash, gets his first kill on an interstate invade. A little too aggressive, but did match on the time because the Tax Collector did not have the CDs. He's gonna be able to cash in the. I don't think he stole the. Yeah, he doesn't steal the wolves, but he does take the blue, as we see the Dark going for that crab here in the top side. Now Zio is level 4. He has a bit of a CS lead. He's putting pressure on this Renekton, as we see again the movement for the mid lane, and the Coco. Oh, he's gonna face check, but now it's just a Q that hits from Lufenix getting the slow. Now there's a trap here in the Reaver. It's a 3 versus 1. Lufenix gonna get rooted. A good trap, and the Q goes to Downfall. That's gonna take that double buff. Now Zio and Whis going to him on this trade. A better trade for Whis, as the wave is in a better spot for him. Downfall catches another Q and is going to catch a massive big wave in the bottom lane, as now Tax is punishing, trying to take, oh, but this is a little bit risky. Tax will get the bloom. He's going to use his E to move away. He doesn't get, oh, he got the move speed from the Scuttle Crab, and he's going to dodge the knockup by a pixel. Whis level 5 to level 5 gets a good trade initially with the W. Does a lot of damage on Zio's, and he's gonna walk the wave until it crashes. Zio is is far away from level 6. Both are at the same experience. The ignite, Zio has the ignite. Wiz does need to crash this wave. He goes in deep, gets the Fury stun, comes out. The hook lands from Fallen, gets extra damage on Neo. Neo does use his mobility to go away. He comes in again. and gets a nice trade. Liu Phoenix is around. Doubtful plays super aggressive as Liu Phoenix is coming. The root hits the Malphite. Malphite goes in on Fallen. Tax Black goes in. He goes into the Rakan, gets a lot of damage. Oh, the boomerang doesn't go. Flash from Doubtful, super aggressive. He gets the kill. They're looking for Jinx, but oh, okay. So they take both. It's a double kill for Tax Collector. Liu Phoenix was ignored. He went down for the Silas. Papsy ended up taking the kill on the Silas back, but that's just a small price to pay with a very aggro play here. Now see Wiz going in. Now the Ignite is going to be a kill, and it's a solo kill for Zil. Wiz not respecting that Ignite, not respecting level 6 burst, and not using his ultimate. And a good solo kill for this Garen to try to snowball. But bottom lane is already out of control as Doubtful is 11 CS ahead, gets 3 kills, is at almost 2k gold advantage. Coconut is pretty even with the Rumble, with the See the Dark. Liu Phoenix trying to be pretty aggressive this early, and he is with the Aftershock and not Phase Rush or First Strike. So we have here 3,000 gold on Sivir, 1,000 gold advantage towards this Jinx, 200 on the Rumble, 800 on the Silas, and about 400 on Garen. So the games are pretty interesting here as we see Tax in the middle lane here. Was looking for something. Oh, Coconut loses the cannon. He gets some damage, but he loses. He misses the cannon. The game is a bit more even. We see now Leo looking for a top side play here, trying to make sure that this Garen stays ahead. Wiz has level 6. Oh, the W hits, the ultimate comes in. Garen does not have ultimate just yet. Massive healing by Wiz, doing a lot of damage on Liu Phoenix, but he is a little... The Garen does not have an ultimate, but he does not know that. Looks like, oh, he's going deep. He misses the first hit. Oh, Wiz, I think he had Q, but he waited too long to use a Q. But he goes in again, and also he doesn't use the slice and dice on the first minion. He just used to get approach. Now the hook lands from Fallen, try to take some damage on Neo. The first Drake goes, it's a mountain Drake that goes for New Moon. Now this Garen is gonna get ahead. He's gonna get pretty big here. He is sitting just on a wave difference, but he is sitting on 800 gold back. He has like 600 to 700 gold lead now. He has ultimate now, and he's gonna have the Ignite in a few seconds, in like 10 to 15 seconds. The TP was used by Wiz, so he will try to keep that experience close, but it's not going to be the same, but it's going to be close. And again, we have here Liu Phoenix in the top side. They have the ultimate. It's going to be easier to dive and to kill this Renekton. And Renekton does not have his ultimate. He uses the slice and dice. He goes back. The flash comes in. Flash for flash. Liu goes too deep. The silence comes in. He gets super low and he's going to go down. The Ignite. The ultimate comes, but it's Doubtful goes on a rampage. Doubtful goes on a rampage here. Tax Collector, oh, the ultimate comes in and the kill lands. Doubtful takes an extra third shot just because, but the bottom lane goes down and Doubtful is massive. Coco trading some damage. Doubtful's gonna catch a lot of plates in this bottom lane. Herald's gonna be from the top side for TD Highs, but now TD Highs at least they are playing cross map. They are playing towards this top side. Before they were making like a mix between playing between all the lanes. Now they're focusing on the top side, going in repeatedly on Wiz, on this Renekton. New Moon is also focused on the bottom side, getting that severe hat. It's a 30 CS lead in the bottom lane, and Severe is gonna finish the first item. Gonna finish boots as well. Wow, that's massive. There's still like almost 2K, like a 1.7 on 0.6K gold difference. We will try to catch at least a plate with the Demolish here. He will. So he will try to manage to survive a little bit more, but he's really far behind. And we see the movement from Lil Phoenix again to the top side. And surprisingly enough, the Salas is able to keep up with 20 CS advantage. He's like around 5 camps ahead the Maokai. So and he's here. So Maokai's gonna probably gonna look for another dive, but Salas is here. He's gonna be seen by the splinters. Coco and C the Dark. He's here fighting. Now we have the top lane being pressured. The ultimate for Maokai is on Salas. Salas is still around. He's gonna go. Yeah, he goes into Renekton. Gets the aftershock. It's the ultimate for ultimate. Oh, but the Q, Wiz gets a kill on Lil Phoenix. I don't know why he tried to go to the most difficult situation there. He went to go where the turret was still alive. The turret did not die, and the wave just died when they traded ult for ult, and he just took extra turret shots. Now he's going deep, gets his damage, gets his combo, gets out. His combo actually, he's doing a pretty good combo, doing a lot of damage, but he needs to be careful as Salas is not around. There's the ultimate on Garen, and there's the ignite also, so he needs to be careful. The hook lands on Neo, taking the extra damage from Downfall. Downfall does a lot of damage on Pepsi. He takes an extra third shot, but Pepsi is low. Maokai is around. He does not have ultimate for another 30 seconds, but he's in the bottom side. He's gonna be seen as there are pings, blue pings in the river. They're looking for this Maokai. You see a jump. Coconut goes in. He lands from Tax Collector. He gets the ultimate from the Rumble. He uses an interesting ultimate. Oh, the hook lands! And now it's the Equalizer comes in for Sea Dark. He does a good amount of damage. Now Downfall is in a 2v2. Gets knocked up, gets ultimate, gets the exhaust. He tries to kite it out. Pepsi's around, the flash comes in. Downfall survives. And Fallen gets a Fallen gets... Wow, what a play. Fallen blocks the ultimate from Pepsi, gets a kill on Pepsi, does not give the reset, and Downfall gets a kill onto Neo. Now the engage coming in from Zeo. Zeo is level 10 to level 9 from Whis. Tier 1 bot is gonna drop first, and New Moon will cash in the second Drake of the game, getting that lead to a nice to a 5k lead with that extra 400 gold. Now Coconut is going to help to take that second Drake. It's going to be an Ocean Drake. So we're going to be looking at a possible Infernal Soul, a Chemtech Soul maybe. We'll see, or a Hextech Soul pretty soon. It's going to be Hextech Soul. Now Zeo goes in again for all in. He was getting low, but he's doing a lot of damage. The ultimate comes in. The Ignite and the ultimate is almost enough, but wow. Even being a level behind, Wiz taking super even trades, almost going 1-for-1 against this Garen that got so many resources. Now the second Herald Charge is going to land on tier 1 top. They didn't drop so they're not going to get the actual plate from the 14 minutes as the Herald Charge hits a little after, but they do cash in that extra gold. But I feel like, well, Garen is definitely ahead. He has 30 CS. He's gonna be able to get his second item sooner. But if he's not careful, Wiz could. I mean, Wiz is playing pretty well to the point where he's able to outtrade even being that further behind. So if he gets his first item, he could potentially win the next fight next time. Although we would expect the Garen to be just snowballing out of that and not be in a situation where he could be close from dying. especially when he's like halfway through his second item, or at least a third way through his second item. Now we see here both teams are cleaning as much fusion as possible. We see Downfall and Coco trying to put pressure on this mid lane. Um, we got 45 seconds to this Herald. It looks like Numo is going to be looking for that Herald play. Coco going to get, he gets knocked up, but he's going to get some damage with the some stack of the bomb on this turret. Downfall does take does do a lot of damage on this turret, but the Rumble is pushing freely in the top lane. He has, okay, so he went for the Night Harvester. I'd imagine he would like to go the Hextech belt. Now looking for a 3v2 in the mid lane. Neo is getting super low. The ultimate hits from the Rakan. Downfall goes down to shut down Pepsi. Salad is around, does not hit. The ultimate comes. He does not get the ultimate. He get rooted. The knockback comes in. Tactical like this here. See the Dark gets not a good equalizer. The flash comes in. Fallen is gonna pay the price. He hooks. He ended up being hit by See the Dark. Garen is around. He used the ultimate, gets a shutdown, and it's a massive play. It's another shutdown for the Jinx. 2 shutdowns as New Moon greens in this mid lane, and they try to do a 3v2 with the Maokai that survived, and now the Jinx gaining so many resources. Neo stopping Goku that's doing a lot of damage on this turret. He does take actually 2 turret shots, and now this Herald could be gone, as not only Zeo took tier 1 bot, he got a good shutdown onto this Sylas, but the most importantly is the shutdowns on the Jinx. With the shutdowns, Downfall is still extremely strong with 2 items, with one of them being an IE, but Jinx is now able to come back, and it's here Fallen looking at Zeo. Wiz is around. It's going to be a 4v3. They do decide to fight in the top lane. They don't have that front line where they engage with Fallen. Coconut does do a lot of damage on Neo, protects the C ward. We have TP coming in now. Phoenix taking some damage, but he is fine. Flash and hook by Fallen. They land into Phoenix. The ultimate, the Maokai ultimate's gonna go wide. It does hit at the end of the day. Ikakuruk is in the back line looking for Phoenix. The E hits, the healing comes, action healing comes, but he is able to survive at the end of the day. The bomb stacking, the ultimate does not finish anyone from the Jinx. They will survive. Phoenix will survive all of those attacks, and he doesn't die. The extra healing coming from his passive, coming from, oh, the hook lands from Fallen, the ultimate, and Pepsi. Ooh, Pepsi gets super low but doesn't go down. Coconut resets. Now there's a play here. We see, oh, Garen is sitting in the bottom lane, passing through a ward as the TP comes in from Wiz. They are pinging this Garen, and they're looking for possible Garen and into Drake, as Rumble goes straight for that Drake, that Herald. So New Moon's gonna go for the soul point. They're gonna ignore that Herald play. They don't have the damage. Nobody has the healing cut for the Maokai and the Rakan here, and the Garen to a certain degree. So they will get the soul point for Hackstack, so which is really important. So they will trade bottom. They're gonna try to take some cancer on the bottom side, but they need to be careful as the Garen is gonna go. He finishes his whole breaker. He's going to go for this. What's called? He's gonna go for this split push attempt again. Now he is much stronger, like much stronger than the Renekton. So I would expect him to not have much issues. Looks like Coco is looking to stay there. He needs to be careful because he only has Static Sheath. He does not have the second item yet. He's actually pretty far from getting that second item. It's not like the most optimal to clear these waves, although he can. So the game is pretty even. It's literally even with a slight advantage towards TD Whisper. It's 3 turrets to 1 only. They're still holding on mid and top tier 1s, as all tier 1s from the side of New Moon is gone. New Moon is on soul point though, so they do have the Drake stacking and so much potential that's possible. So coming in 5 minutes. Now Downfall is going to be extremely strong as he's going. He has 1500 gold in the bag. And all eyes are going to be here on this Baron as well that's open. New Moon has potential to fight, to take Baron super fast. Picking up right here. Oh, Tax Black goes in. Oh, the new. Wait! Okay, so they're looking for Tax Black. He uses the ultimate, gets a 2-man. The bomb. This Tax Black goes in, he gets the rubble. Kokoda jumps in as well. Perhaps he leads. It gets a double kill. Now Fall is in a block situation. Downfall is super low. Fallen uses a lot of CC there on Garen. That comes in. The boomerang does a lot of damage, but Zeal comes in and just ultimates and gets a kill. His goal on dominating. Now Weez, he gets a kill on Lil Phoenix, going super deep in this tier 2 when they could have literally just gone for the Baron. They do get a 4 kills there, as Coconut and Texlac did not have the damage to finish off See the Dark or Lil Phoenix, and now the Pepsi gets a double kill and an extra kill. Well, technically he got nearly a triple kill. He gets 3 kills. He finishes IE and he's gonna get Zeo, and he's pretty much even with Downfall. Downfall had so much damage. He was doing so much damage, but the Garen being ahead just blocks pretty much everything and just walks towards him to execute him with his own ultimate. So all that lead, the lead that New Moon had, it's thrown away, and now looks like Coco is gonna get caught here. Neo and See the Dark are looking to the top side. He's still not looking at a Twilight. They do see the Neo and the Rumble with this far side. Now we see here TP on the top side gets charmed through. He jumps away, but he's still sitting on top of this ward. On the equalizer, they go in deep. See the Dark is still alive. The knockups comes, hits the Rakan and See the Dark. They don't. Now they go down. The resets come from Tristana, gets a double kill. Weez buys so much time. Tax Collector goes in, gets a double kill. Shut down. It's a triple kill for Tristana. A shutdown on the Jinx for Tax. They will get at the end of the day the Baron, as Garen is completely pushing bot side with 3 items. He's gonna be able to catch a tier 2 bot, but it's a triple kill Tristana. Now finally getting to that second item. Likely gonna be able to also get tier 1 top here and tier 1 mid. So there's a lot of gold in the map for Numo that they just crossed back in the gold lead here on this game number 2. They tried to make a fight, but since they didn't have the extra TP advantage, Weez comes in, save Coconut that was able to buy some time, and they are able to play. They are able to get the resets on Tristana, get the earlier kills, and Tax Collector was able to buy so much time on a 3v2 scenario. Well, 3v3s on a 3v2 scenario. Sorry. Okay, now we see here the Whisper getting the Drake, the 4th Drake, delaying the soul for another 5 minutes. But there's still Baron, and New Moon is going to be pushing mid here. Now Zio looking for a flank. Tax Collector has the Rakan's ultimate, so if they are able to get the Jinx, this could be a pretty much good fight here. Oh, the ultimate is used. Now he's going to get stopped on Chompers, and the Rakan ultimate is going to be useless, but he does take, and Rakan just survives. Now the Maokai's ult hits 4 men. A good usage of the equalizer. Downfall. Coconut goes down. Downfall is kiting. We see now the kite comes in. Fallen and Whis tries to stop Seal. It's a double kill for Tax Collector. Shut down on Garen, and this could be game. Tax Collector managed to do a 1v3 and get in the kill, and he hits the Maokai as he goes down. Coconut paid the price, and Downfall had a really good kiting, so did a lot of damage. And New Moon is going for the game. It's a 25-minute game. They will clinch the game and number two and the series, and end this on a really high note with a good performance overall. A little rocky for this game, number two, a little rocky, not gonna lie. Um, but overall, really good performance from Tax. Downfall, Fallen also had a brilliant series with good hooks, good decisions, like really decisive. Oh crap, really decisive on how he wanted to play. So, oops, hold on a second. So a good game for New Moon. They catch the game number two. They get the series, and it's going to be, and they are able to take the victory. Now this is going to put them on a really good situation to fight for that third seed, especially if Conduit wins the series as they are currently winning the series 1-0. So let me just save this real quick. So and we see here a lot of damage coming from Downfall, 22k damage. Tiles also did a lot, 18. At the end of the day, Wiz was able to come back and do a lot of damage, 15k. Zeal, although he did a lot, he played really well the early to mid game. Um, it didn't feel like the team was able to follow with the plan of playing split push. Um, they were ahead at some point, but they were not making definitely good plays. The Rumble dealt some more damage, but it wasn't like impactful. The Jinx was doing a lot of damage after getting those resources, but for too long, Phoenix was going too deep for too many times. There was a moment they could have taken Baron and they didn't go. They tried to dive the Renekton tier 2 mid. So there were a couple little things, but I definitely think this team, TD Heist, has some potential, especially when it comes to a best of one. I don't see them out of the league by any means. I definitely think they will make that. I definitely think they will make to the gauntlet, and being a best of ones, I think like anything can happen. Um, so they can get a chance. So with that all being said, I want to appreciate everyone that joined, everyone that came here to support ET. Let me give the complete predictions. So I want to appreciate everyone. Uh, New Moon got the win 2-0. Just before we do leave here for today, make sure to check out the ET store with the ET store exclamation mark or the exclamation mark ET Student Prime to go catch that Prime promotion that Amazon is doing for all students. If you are a student, if you're in college, in school, whatever, you can get Prime for 6 months for free, and after that, you can get for 50% off. So with all that said, I would say go enjoy. I think it's a really good, promotion, a good opportunity for you. I wish I could have it, but I'm not a student anymore. Um, so yes, with that being said, I want to thank you guys again for everything. I'm gonna be sending you guys to watch Conduit Esports versus Dynasty Jade on Conduit stream. So the game's at 10 minutes. There's still plenty of game to watch. If you guys wanna, show some support, go there, follow Conduit, say some lovely words, and we'll finish it off here for today. And again, thank you very much. Um, we will come back over the weekend. I believe Axe and Coconut will be handling the podcast for AGL and for Titans over the weekend. But me myself, I'm gonna be back in a couple weeks. So we're not gonna have a stream next week. So we're gonna be back on the following week. So I'm waiting. I'm super excited to see how things will go. Let's support ET. Let's go, guys. Good luck, and everyone in the chat, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys next time.